Raiders have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They run with Edwards off the option.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he stopped immediately there. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 52 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That catch good for only a couple. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 50, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert that on 4th and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. On third down, Jackson, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on third, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. 7 yards to pick up there. From the 38, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Derek Carr, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Matthew Stafford, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters, and that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson on first down. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Play action. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Edwards. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jackson here is going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Watson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they run with Edwards off the option. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Prochet.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A give. This is Chubb.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down at 4.
And again, it's Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson down to throw.
He's got Njoku over the middle.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. They'll run on first down. Edwards. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on second down. Jackson dumps it off to Edwards. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Jackson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.